Welcome back to English 4.0, the radio show. Let's go! Intermediate. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to class number 125. And before I get started, before I get too far ahead here, I'd like to comment on a question from a listener named Eva. Eva, thank you very much for your question. Eva was asking about 2 and 4, okay? And because I explained this a few days ago, actually about 2 weeks ago, and Eva mentioned that she heard it in the car and didn't have time to write it down, but she liked the explanation a lot. So, Eva, I'd like to give you the chance to hear it again. I was talking about the difference between 2 plus infinitive and 4 plus gerund. And basically, the interesting thing about this is something that when you sometimes can make mistakes with this, and you might not know what the mistake is. You'll say a sentence, and you might think, there's something wrong there. It sounds strange, but I don't know what it is. And very often it's a mistake with 2 versus 4. So we have 2 plus infinitive, or 4 plus gerund, the ing form. And basically when we're talking about things, when we're talking about the general existence of something, the reason why something was invented, why it exists, we use 4 plus gerund. So the example, I believe the example I gave last time was with cigarette lighters. Mecheros. Un mechero. A cigarette lighter is for lighting cigarettes, right? What's it for? It's for lighting cigarettes. A cigarette lighter is for lighting cigarettes. Cigarette lighters are for lighting cigarettes, right? And in the question, what are cigarette lighters for? Always using for in the question. What are cigarette lighters for, Kyle? Well, they're for lighting cigarettes, right? Makes sense. Now, what do you use your cigarette lighter for? Still with for in the question, what do you use your cigarette lighter for? Now, in the answer, I'm going to say, I use my cigarette lighter to light candles because I don't smoke. I have a cigarette lighter, but I use it to light candles because I don't smoke. Now, my friend, he smokes, so he uses his cigarette lighter to light cigarettes, but I use my cigarette lighter to light candles, okay? My father uses his cigarette lighter to light fires in his fireplace because my father heats his house with wood. It's true, but that's another story. But here with this 2 and 4, for example, a pen, what is a pen for? A pen is for writing. What do you use your pen for? I use my pen to write. I use my pen to take notes. 2 plus infinitive. Specific case, this case. Now, even if we use, it doesn't have to be specific with just one person. We can even say people use them. People use pens to write. Pens are for writing. People use pens to write. Okay? So we can say, estoy aquí para ayudarte. I'm here to help you. Un abrelatas es para abrir latas. A can opener is for opening cans. Abrelatas, can opener. A can opener is for opening cans. I use my can opener to open cans. A corkscrew is for opening wine bottles. A corkscrew, sacacorchos. A corkscrew is for opening wine bottles. I use my corkscrew to open wine bottles. Now, it can get a little bit more difficult when we look at other examples. For example, let's try a few more here, a little bit of translation. Esta máquina está diseñada para taladrar agujeros. This machine is designed 2 drill holes. ¿Pero para qué es? Esta máquina es para taladrar agujeros. This machine is for drilling holes. Okay? This machine is designed to drill holes. This machine is for drilling holes. Te contraté para taladrar agujeros. I hired you to drill holes. Okay? Necesito algo para abrir esta caja. I need something to open this box. Esta herramienta es para abrir cajas. This tool is... En voz alta, ¿cómo? This tool is for opening boxes. También puedes utilizarla para sacar clavos. You can also use it to remove nails. It's for opening boxes, but you can also use it to remove nails. Yeah. Para aprender inglés tienes que estudiar. Eso es verdad. To learn English, you have to study. Right? This course, this radio show, is for helping you with your English. Do you use it to help you with your English? I hope so. I hope you use it to help you with your English. Okay, Eva, I hope that's clear. And so, Eva, I hope that's clear. If it's not, let me know, and I'll try my best to explain it again. But it's an interesting point, I think. 2 and 4. Now we can move on to our phrasal verb that we saw yesterday, to give up. So it's important not to give up, Eva, and with everyone else. Thanks for listening, and thanks for not giving up. You have to be persistent. You have to keep working hard. You have to keep studying. Would you give up watching movies in Spanish if I asked you to? If I said, please, don't watch any more movies in Spanish, only in English, would you give them up? No, Kyle, I wouldn't give up watching movies in Spanish because I enjoy it. Good, and that's fair enough. I'm not asking you to give up, to quit watching movies in Spanish. Dejar algo, dejar de hacer algo, rendirse también. I give up, I can't take it anymore. I can't stand it. Aguantar, soportar, to stand, to bear, to put up with, to tolerate. I can't stand it anymore. I give up. No. Now with your English, don't give up. Keep moving forward. Keep studying. Keep working. Okay? Ask me if I've ever given up taking sugar in my coffee. Kyle, have you ever given up taking sugar in your coffee? No, I've never given up taking sugar in my coffee. Ask me if I used to do a lot of exercise before I gave up. Kyle, did you used to do a lot of exercise before you gave up? No, I didn't. Actually, I probably do more exercise now than... Well, no, I was going to say more than ever, but no, that's not true. When I was young, I used to play a lot of sports. Not practice, but play. I used to play a lot of sports. I don't play very many sports now. But I had to give up playing ice hockey. Ask me why. Hey, Kyle, why did you have to give up playing ice hockey? Well, I had to give up playing ice hockey because there's very little ice hockey in Madrid. When I came to Madrid, I couldn't really find a team. Well, I did. I found a team, but it was quite far out. It was far away and difficult to find time to practice with them. Right? So I had to give it up. But I'll start playing again when I have the chance. Yeah. As long as I live in a city where I can play hockey, I will. I'll do it. As long as, siempre y cuando, siempre que. This is our second point here in class 125. Will you go out this weekend as long as the weather's okay? As long as. Will you go out as long as the weather's okay? Yes, Kyle, I'll go out as long as the weather's okay. Will you travel as long as you have time off? Yes, I'll travel as long as I have time off. We also have a structure, provided that, which is essentially the same as long as, provided that I have time off. As long as. I think I'll continue to improve my Spanish as long as I live here. As long as I live in Spain, I'll improve my Spanish. Also, as long as I'm here, I should keep making an effort. I should keep working hard as long as I'm here, right? To improve my Spanish. I really should. Your English will improve as long as you pay attention. As long as you listen to the show, your English will improve. I know it will.
Word of the day.
Word of the day. Yeah, you heard it. It's time for the word of the day. Darse cuenta. Darse cuenta. To realize. To realize. The verb to realize. I didn't realize you were here. Oh, there's someone in the window. Hello. It's Nacho. Hey, Nacho, how are you? I didn't realize he was there. Oh, there's someone else. Who is it? I think it's Jim Trainer. Must be in here recording some material. I didn't realize he was there. I don't think he realizes that I'm in here. He can't even see me. I don't think he realizes that I'm here. Darse cuenta, to realize. If I realized, or if I had realized that you were here, I would have invited you to lunch. If I had realized. All right, so there you go. Our word of the day, the verb to realize. Realize. Okay. Let's move on now into class number 125. Here we're practicing with some numbers. And numbers again? Well, yeah, numbers, but not the big long numbers with the dictation. We'll get to that again, don't worry. But today, we're putting numbers into context. So I'm going to give you a sentence, and then I'm going to ask you about that and rely on your comprehension of the numbers that I included in my dictation. Okay? For example, I drove 24 kilometers to find the house you were talking about. How far did I drive? You drove 24 kilometers. Okay. She called me 7 times to ask for more details about the project. How many times did she call me? How many times? So ask me. Well, actually, I've just asked you, so tell me at home. How many times did she call me? Oh, she called you 7 times, right. They used 2.5 kilograms of sugar when they were making pastries last night. How many kilograms of sugar did they make? Or, well, how many did they use, I should say, when they were making pastries? How many kilograms of sugar? Well, they used 2.5 kilograms of sugar. Mike sold 12 cars last week from his dealership. How many cars did he sell? He sold 12 cars. He sold 12 cars. My cousin can hit a golf ball more than 250 yards when he hits it well. How far can he hit a golf ball? How far? He can hit it more than 250 yards. Yeah, that's a pretty good hit. My brother ate 12 hot dogs at the barbecue last weekend. How many hot dogs did he eat? He ate 12 hot dogs, that's right. I caught over 35 fish in the lake in the summer of 1994. How many fish did I catch? You caught over 35. And when? Which summer? 1994, correct. Good. He went swimming at the lake behind his house 7 times last month. How many times did he go swimming? That's right. What did you say? Javier. In Valladolid. Can you repeat, please? How many times did he go swimming? Yes, he went swimming 7 times. Yeah. Where? At the lake behind his house. Right. Good. Okay, good job. I want to make sure that we save some time for our translation list. But first, it's time for the vocabulary of the day.
Vocabulary of the day.
Ah, yes. It is time for the vocabulary of the day. Our 5 words of vocabulary. The first word, encender. Cigarro, fuego. This is the verb to light. To light. Relacionar en una lista. We have the verb to list. To list. When I go to the supermarket, when I go to the grocery store, I say in Canada, we say the grocery store, the supermarket. I always list the things that I need to buy. Well, I try to. It helps. Llegar a dominar. To master. To master. Hacer las maletas. To pack. To pack. Yes. Descargar. To unload. To unload. We packed the truck at my house and we unloaded it at your house. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time. You know what time it is. That's right. It's time for our translation. Yes, the little computer sound there tells us that it is time for our translation list. List number 41 today. Dile que espere mi decisión. Tell him to wait for my decision. Tell him to wait for my decision. Number 2. Les conté tu versión de la historia. I told them your version of the story. I told them your version of the story. Number 3. Alguien va a tener que llamarle. Someone's going to have to call him. Yeah, someone's going to have to call him. Number 4. ¿Me puedes sumar estas cifras? Can you add up these figures for me? Can you add up these figures for me? Number 5. ¿Quién tuvo la genial idea? Who had the great idea? Who had the great idea? ¿Quién tuvo la genial idea? Who had the great idea? What an idea! Speaking of great ideas, I think stopping the class right now is a great idea because I'm out of time. I wish I could continue on, but I'm completely out of time. We're going to take a break. I'll be back in a few minutes with the advanced portion of the class. I hope that you will stay with me. Keep listening, keep learning, keep practicing, okay? Stay with me, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be back with the advanced portion of the class in about 3 minutes. See you then. Bye-bye.